As I alluded to, today we're going to be discussing the cloud wheels. Now, I've had my cloud wheels for quite a while, but I didn't get the opportunity to actually get to the wheels until now. But I was working on some all-terrain videos, and when I was riding those boards, the comfort level is just kind of through the roof when you compare them to street wheels. So after I was done riding those boards and I jumped on my street board with the street wheels, it just was like, oh my goodness, what is going on with all this vibration I'm feeling? And it just made me fall more in love with the cloud wheels. So let's get into it. If you ride street wheels, you know that you're often having to be very mindful of the road conditions. Are there holes in the ground? Are there rocks? Are there potholes? Because street wheels just can't deal with a lot of imperfections like larger wheels can. And one of the things I love about the cloud wheels is that because of their size and the material that they're made out of, they'll allow you in instances where you see something and you don't have enough time to avoid it, you might be able in most cases to just roll over it and not have to be thrown off of your board. And let me give you a prime example. I was out riding with the family maybe a couple of weeks ago actually, and my wife said that she came to this large rock on the trail and she didn't have enough time to go around it. And she said she was so afraid that when she hit the rock, it was going to just throw her off of the board. But fortunately, she said that actually the cloud wheel, when it hit the rock, it pushed it to the side and she was actually able to keep rolling as if nothing had happened. And you see, that's just one of those prime examples that if she probably was riding with street wheels, her board probably would have come to a dead stop and threw her off of the board. So I found that the cloud wheels allows you to ride and have a greater margin of error. So if you're riding at night or you're riding, you just happen not to see that imperfection in the road, most likely you're not going to get thrown off of the board and get injured. So definitely something to think about. The comfort on the cloud wheels is very impressive, especially for people that like to ride boards with the street setup. Now, I was doing some testing of some all-terrain boards. I recently did a review of the EcoMobile, which is like an AT type board. So I was riding that board for about a couple of weeks. And when I jumped back on a board with regular street wheels, I could feel every single vibration, every single crack. And it was almost like my feet had to get used to the vibrations all over again because I wasn't used to it for about 2 weeks from riding the AT board. And that's another area that the cloud wheels really address. The comfort goes through the roof when you talk about these wheels. Now, are they as comfortable as wheels on an AT board? Probably not, because the AT boards are just so much larger. But the thing is, a lot of people like the profile of street boards because they're lighter, they're smaller, they're a little bit more portable than all-terrain boards. So many people just want to get like a street board and put the cloud wheels on there. And I'm here to tell you, you get way more comfort with the cloud wheels. You're able to ride bumpy roads that aren't paved as well, hit the sidewalks and things like that. So your comfort level definitely goes to the roof. So that's number 2. Let's get into number 3. Now, the cloud wheels allow riders to be a little bit more versatile, and let me explain. When you talk about all-terrain type boards, you're able to ride all-terrain, you're able to ride in the streets and things like that. But when you're riding a board that has street wheels, you're really almost limited to just riding like in the streets and maybe on the sidewalk and things like that. You're not really able to hit grass, you're not really able to hit dirt trails and things like that. And that's something that you actually can do with the cloud wheels. Now, can you go off-road with giant rocks and boulders? No. But the cloud wheels come in handy where, let's say you're riding somewhere, you need to quickly jump on the sidewalk, or you might need to quickly hit the grass or a little dirt patch to go around people. The cloud wheels can do that and do it very well. So it allows for a very versatile riding experience. So you can hit the streets, you can hit the curbs, and then you might even need to hit a little dirt or something like that to avoid congestion of traffic on the trail or things like that. So the versatility of the wheel is definitely something to consider as well. Now, the cloud wheels come in 2 different sizes currently, 105s and the 120s. And then they also come in a variety of different colors, which is pretty crazy. So you can choose a color to match your board. If you're going to put different color lights on your board, you might want the wheels to match that, whatever the case may be. So you have a lot of different options there. Now, when you talk about the wheels and the options for the wheel sizes, depending on your road and your terrain, You might decide I want to go with the 120s so that I can really conquer the bad pavement that I have to ride over every single day. Or you might decide the 105s is enough so I don't lose range, torque, and things like that. So the fact that you have the options is definitely a good look. Now, the cloud wheels, we all know that you can use them on belt drive boards, but they've recently come out with wheels that are actually accessible and usable for hub motor boards. Now, a lot of people buy hub motor boards because they don't want to deal with the maintenance of belt drive boards, changing belts, adjusting belt tension, rocks getting stuck in the pebbles. So they just buy hub motor boards because it's less maintenance. However, when you talk about hub motor boards, you're going to experience a little bit more vibration, a little bit more discomfort, because you only have two real wheels, and then the back wheels actually have polyurethane around the hub motor. Now, Cloud Wheels is addressing that because they now have wheels that are compatible with some of the most popular hub motor board options out there. So now, even if you have hub motor boards, you can throw Cloud Wheels on there and get that comfort that you're looking for, but you don't have to worry about belt drive and things like that. So I hope my top 5 list was helpful for you in making a decision as to whether or not Cloud Wheels are good for you. If they are, I have a link in the description of this video that gets you a discount on your Cloud Wheels. As always, I'll see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Peace.